The key to attracting what you truly desire lies in releasing attachment and trusting in life's natural flow. When you cling too tightly to something, you create resistance and impede its arrival. Conversely, when you allow yourself to release it, you open a space for it to manifest naturally and harmoniously. Remember, the universe always conspires in your favor when you align with your authentic self and permit the magic of surrender to work in your life. Are you prepared to release and attract the life of your dreams? Trust, let go, and observe how the universe surprises you with its abundance. To begin, it's crucial to understand that self-awareness is the foundation of any personal transformation. As Socrates wisely stated, know thyself. This profound understanding of who we are, our strengths and weaknesses, our desires and fears, is the first step towards any meaningful change. Allow me to share a personal anecdote. Several years ago, I found myself at a crossroads, feeling lost and directionless. Despite achieving success in my career, I experienced an inner void that external accomplishments couldn't fill. It was then that I decided to embark on a journey of self-discovery. I began meditating, reading philosophical and spiritual texts, and reflecting on my true desires and aspirations. This process allowed me to uncover aspects of myself I was previously unaware of and provided the clarity necessary to redefine my goals and purpose. Once we gain self-knowledge, the next step is to comprehend the power of our mind. Our mind is a potent tool capable of shaping our reality. As Buddha eloquently put it, we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. A historical example that illustrates this power is that of Thomas Edison. Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the electric light bulb. However, he never allowed those failures to define his reality. Instead, he used his mind to visualize his success and persevere until he achieved it. His story teaches us that by controlling our thoughts and focusing on our goals, we can overcome any obstacle and realize our dreams. Visualization is a powerful technique that allows us to materialize our desires. By visualizing our objectives with clarity and detail, we are sending a signal to the universe of what we want to attract into our lives. As Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited, while imagination embraces the entire world. Imagine your mind as a garden. Positive thoughts and visualizations are the seeds you plant in that garden. If you nurture those seeds, watering them with faith and action, they will eventually blossom and become the reality you desire. However, if you allow the weeds of fear and doubt to invade your garden, they will choke your dreams and prevent you from achieving your goals. Belief is the fuel that drives our actions and allows us to persevere in pursuit of our dreams. Without a firm belief in ourselves and our abilities, it's easy to give up at the first obstacle. As Henry Ford famously said, whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. I recall a time in my life when I doubted my abilities. I had failed in several projects, and my confidence was at an all-time low. It was at that moment that a friend reminded me of the importance of belief. He said, "If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will." Those words resonated deeply within me and propelled me to change my mindset. I began working on my self-confidence, surrounding myself with supportive people, and focusing on my strengths. Over time, that belief in myself allowed me to overcome my failures and achieve my goals. Personal transformation is the result of combining self-knowledge, the power of the mind, visualization, and belief. It's an ongoing process that requires dedication and perseverance, but the results are profoundly rewarding. As Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." An inspiring example of personal transformation is that of Nelson Mandela. Despite spending 27 years in prison, Mandela never lost faith in his vision of a free and just South Africa. He used his time in prison to reflect, learn, and strengthen his spirit. When he was finally released, he was ready to lead his nation towards peace and reconciliation. His story teaches us that regardless of circumstances, we always have the power to transform our lives and the world around us. Now, we arrive at the heart of our topic. If you truly want something, let it go and attract it. This concept may seem contradictory, but it encapsulates a profound truth. When we cling too tightly to our desires, we create an energy of need and desperation that can push them away from us. Instead, when we let go, trust in the process, and allow the universe to do its work, we open the door for our desires to manifest naturally and fluidly. Imagine you're holding a handful of sand. If you squeeze too tightly, the sand will escape through your fingers. But if you keep an open and relaxed hand, the sand will remain in your palm. The same applies to our desires. By letting them go and trusting in the process, we allow them to manifest in our lives harmoniously. A historical example that illustrates this principle is that of Martin Luther King Jr. King had a dream of equality and justice for all, but he didn't cling to that dream with desperation. Instead, he worked tirelessly, trusting that his vision would manifest at the right time. His faith and perseverance eventually led to significant changes in American society, and his legacy continues to inspire millions of people worldwide. While the concept of manifesting our desires might seem mystical or metaphysical, there's a fascinating scientific perspective that lends credibility to this practice. This perspective comes from the realm of quantum physics, a branch of science that explores the behavior of matter and energy at the molecular, atomic, nuclear, and even smaller microscopic levels. Quantum physics has revealed some mind-bending truths about the nature of our reality. One of the most relevant to our discussion is the observer effect, which suggests that the mere act of observing a phenomenon can change that phenomenon. In other words, our consciousness, our intention, can influence the physical world around us. This idea is closely related to the concept of quantum entanglement, which Einstein famously referred to as spooky action at a distance. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles can be connected in such a way that the state of one particle can instantly influence the state of another, regardless of the distance between them. This implies a level of interconnectedness in our universe that goes beyond our classical understanding of physics. So, how does this relate to manifesting our desires? The implications are profound. If our consciousness can influence the behavior of particles at a quantum level, and if everything in our universe is fundamentally made up of these particles, then our thoughts and intentions could have a real, measurable impact on the world around us. This is where the power of intention comes into play. When we set a clear intention, we're not just daydreaming or wishful thinking. We're potentially influencing the quantum field, the underlying fabric of our reality, in a way that aligns with our desires. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a researcher in neuroscience, neuroplasticity, and quantum physics, has conducted extensive studies on the power of intention and its effects on the brain and body. His research suggests that when we combine clear intention with elevated emotion, we can create significant changes in our brain chemistry and even our gene expression. This, in turn, can lead to tangible changes in our lives and experiences. The act of visualization, which we discussed earlier, can be seen as a way of programming our quantum field. When we visualize our desired outcome with clarity and emotion, we're not just creating a mental picture, we're potentially influencing the quantum possibilities that could manifest in our reality. However, it's important to note that this doesn't mean we can simply think our desires into existence without any action. The science of manifestation suggests a partnership between our consciousness and the physical world. We set the intention, align our energy, and then take inspired action in the direction of our goals. Understanding the science behind manifestation can help us approach the practice with a sense of grounded possibility rather than blind faith. It encourages us to be more conscious of our thoughts and intentions, recognizing their potential power to shape our reality. As we continue to explore the art of letting go and attracting what we desire, let's keep in mind this scientific perspective. It reminds us that we're not passive observers in our lives, but active participants in creating our reality. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our desires, we're not just hoping for change, we're actively participating in the quantum dance of creation. Dear companions, as we embark on this journey of self-discovery, understanding the power of our minds, visualizing our dreams with clarity, believing in ourselves, and letting go of our desires, we are creating a life full of purpose and meaning. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." I invite you to reflect on your own dreams and desires. What do you truly want in life? Are you willing to let it go and trust in the process? Remember that the power to transform your lives lies within you. You only need to believe in yourselves and in the power of the universe to attract what you desire. Thank you for joining me on this journey of reflection and personal growth. I hope these words have inspired you and given you the necessary tools to attract your dreams and live a full and meaningful life. Remember, if you truly want something, let it go and attract it. Trust in the process and allow the universe to work its magic. Until next time, may your day be filled with light and blessings.